Hello. That was crazy. My camera was working, and then once I got the sound, well, this is the thing. I can't hear the music on this end, you guys, still. So I can't hear it. And so I go to my live, and the thing is also not looping. I mean, it's looping, but only 2 times. It's not looping 3 or 4. So then the music stops. I go back, I play a different song while I'm pulling up my information. All of this music is Akash Gandhi. I just think it's so pretty. But thanks for being here, you guys. It's been, I think, 8 days. I was paranoid. To come back before maybe the 7th. So like 8 days. Because I think last Friday was when I got the strike. And then on Saturday, right, would be number 1. But I didn't even come live yesterday on Sunday. So let me get situated here. Oof. Say hi to you guys. I'm getting comfortable. I'm up on my bed on the back pillow thing that Maggie sent me. And I'm hoping this doesn't tip over. Okay. Let's see who's here. Okay, that's weird. Can you guys see me? But I can't see you. What's going on? Why is that? That is just so flippin'. Camera was working fine. It's trying to come in. Is it my internet? Can you guys see me right now? Can you? This is so weird. Why is it doing this? It's freezing in the back a little bit. Oh, good griefers. I'm back. Well, I'm back, but all I can see is a black screen. I can't, you guys. Hold on a minute. Wait, is my camera backwards? Maybe it is. Okay, just a second. Whole half hour of finagling. Weird. Weird. Okay, just a minute here. More. Video. Oh my God, it worked. I can't believe it. Hi, everybody. Peace. Whoa. Now, if the whole thing doesn't fall forward, right? Let me see something. Why is that so big? Oh my God. Why is that so big? Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. I don't see the comments now, you guys, and I just hit on comments. Okay, there you are. And there you aren't. Okay, there you are. What's wrong with my screen? Why is it so down so low? Now it's block. Now it's a big screen, you guys, but I can't see the chat or the, yeah. Okay, now I can. All right, can you guys see me like this? We'll just have it like this. All right, look at that. When the brightness pulled down from right corner. I'm on an iPad, you guys. It's very weird. I wonder if it's because I have it on the dark, whatever, the beginning of the thing. Let me check one thing out. Thanks for being patient and hanging out. Oh my God, because this just is not, I mean, it's okay, but let me. It's trying. All right, so the writing is smaller now. I guess I went into accessibility and did bold text. I don't remember that. Hi, Moonlight Soul Path. Let me say hi to everybody. Moonlight Soul Path has a beautiful channel. You guys, please sub up to her. And Sierra Queen Pin Clark has a beautiful channel. Yeah, this StreamYard is weird. Hi, Mary Jane. You'll get used to it. I hope so. The brightness pulled down from the right corner. Yeah. And now I don't see him in here, but Daniel Berry Sports was in here. Hello. And I think one other person. So let me, hi, everybody. I know you could see me. It's 91%. Ow. Hi, everyone. All right, well, let me try one more time. I'm going to more and I'm doing settings. It's froze back here. I turn it to back camera and then back up to front. Unfreezes it. Very weird. And now we'll see if I can. What happens if I hit that? Oh my God, you guys. All I had to do is hit the little X corner. Isn't that weird? All right. Hello. Wow. I can see chat. I had to make everything smaller. I was afraid if I hit that little X, I would go back before a studio thing. Because if I go back too many pages, I can't get it to work. I told myself one more time, and it worked. You've never streamed? It's very weird. Hi, everybody. For the people still here, just hanging out, I mean, if you have stuff to do, go do it. it's, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I rebooted. It's up to 91%. I have a new charger, which I really needed. Like even before the cat chewed it again. Now it just charges in half an hour instead of 2 hours. So I'm going to read my copyright disclaimer because I wanted to write in community post, you guys. Well, now see that? It looks like I'm looking up. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I was in YouTube timeout for 8 days. But I understand. I didn't even think, you guys, about the music. Like I didn't. Well, now you're here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, now I know I can hit settings by hitting more. I don't have to do the arrows back to get to settings. I'm still learning. And then just hit the X and I'm right back in here. So I don't think I'm going to have that kind of problem again, but we'll knock on wood. Copyright disclaimer. This video is for educational purpose only. Don't try to learn from me how to do StreamYard, whatever you do. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that, oh, please. Parker, no.
Can we have some dinner?
No, I made you a late lunch because you slept all day. Now I'm doing a live. No, I'm doing a live. Oh my God. He was up all night, slept till like 4, and we eat at like 5:30, sometimes 6. So I made him leftover burritos, 2 great, where are we? Big tortillas like that, lots of meat. He only likes cheese on it. 2 hours ago. It's not healthy to eat every 2 hours. He's gained every pound back now that he lost during the keto thing 2 years ago. But his medication too is making it makes your these antipsychotics. I mean, they help with the brain and the issues, right? But I'll tell you what, they don't help if you want to maintain your weight, even. And it's unhealthy. I mean, if your stomach is distended, you can get heart disease and all kinds of things. All right. Okay. Thank you, Mary Jane, for putting that in here. Is there a gym there? Oh, no. Is there a gym there? Says Mary Jane. Wait, what does that mean? Okay. So, I check the mail every day. Here's the new one. Remember I said I've done 2 of them now. Whoops, the ones I get. Oh, golly, there we go. In the mail. There's the kid. His name is Isaiah Kramer. Kramer with a C. He's missing. He's 16 years old. He's been missing from Mukwonago, Wisconsin. Mukwonago. It's probably Mukwonago, Wisconsin. Oh, he's 17. He's been missing since February 4th. And there's information on him. See, frankly, I was, well, he used to. Here, I'll put this up. He used to go for 5-mile walks and stuff with his friend Greg. But it's hard, honestly, to make someone that's 28 do anything. Half the time I make dental appointments and I can't get him there, especially if it's a filling. Oh, dear. Okay, so I found some information on this kid. And it looks like he left. See, I was prepared. I was actually prepared. I'm going to take comments off. And so you can see this and hear it better. All right, so I don't know if this is the news or not. Let me mute.
A teenager still missing in Waukesha County, and tonight the search for him is expanding. 16-year-old Isaiah Kramer was last seen February 4th. Tonight, the Sheriff's Department says it's focusing on the village of Vernon, working with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They're using drones and additional canine resources. So far, they've received tips from northern Illinois to Manitowoc. On Monday, the sheriff says they got a tip that Isaiah may have been spotted on February 5th. The sheriff is asking people to check their home security cameras for any possible sighting.
Okay, that was quick. So, I'm going to read what's here. Vernon, Wisconsin. The search for a Waukesha, isn't it Waukesha? Anyway, county teenager continues. 16-year-old Isaiah Kramer was last seen in Vernon near Maple and Center on Sunday, February 4th. He was staying at a residential treatment center in Vernon for mental health issues and walked away. He is described as 5'8", 8 inches tall, and weighing 200 pounds.
Yeah, I found some corn shells, so I have some of that.
And weighing 200 pounds. Isaiah was last seen wearing dark sweatpants and a dark hooded sweatshirt. The Waukesha County Sheriff's Office continues to follow up on all leads and have received tips. Okay, that's what she just said, ranging from northern Illinois to Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Okay. Here's some more pictures of him, please, if you see him. Please call the police in your, state or Wisconsin, I guess, either of them. The Kramer family is offering a $2,000 reward for information that leads to Isaiah coming home. Oh, anyone with information is urged to call the Waukesha County Sheriff's Department at 262-446-5090. Now, when I was peeking at this, his headphones were found in the woods, and that's not good. I don't think that's good. So the teen is still missing February 22nd, 2024, and on the 21st. Okay. And then, okay, August 27th, 2024, missing teen's headphones found. DNA matches Isaiah. So let's see what that's about.
Support your throat this season with traditional medicinal
Now what? It's always a commercial.
Teenager in Waukesha County. The Waukesha County Sheriff confirming reports that headphones found in the woods near Norris Treatment Facility in Vernon belonged to Isaiah Kramer. They determined that via DNA testing. Kramer left the facility without his epilepsy medication on February 4th.
Okay, that's not good. All right, so I had no idea who all of you knew. I'm going to go to comments. Well, first of all, yeah, they haven't found that boy yet. Now it's been what? It's getting closer to a year. Hi, Sunshine. Thank you. Yeah, well, I was gone because I got my first strike. Yep, got my first strike for playing music, these full songs. During the UK's top 10. This is driving me nuts. UK's top 10. There we go. Talent show. And I played one part of it in the beginning and then the second one. Yeah. Oh, you were watching. Yes, that's right. You were. Yeah. And then it took me half an hour to get my camera in and just figure some things out. And then my sound wasn't working, so I had to reboot it. And usually that just fixes things right away. All right, so this poor boy is still missing. His name's Isaiah Kramer. He's 17. And I'm talking about him because, he came in the mail. I look at these. I hope you guys do too. Sure, you probably do. But anyway, before I went live, JLR had a picture of a young female teenager, and it said that she was the shooter at this Wisconsin school. A female. Now that's rare. It just is. You can look it up. It's usually young men. There are women, but it's really rare. How sad. They're saying that they didn't pew her, unalive her, whatever, because shots hadn't been fired by them yet. So I guess she took her own life. I think it's really sad. Yeah. Am I surprised there's another school shooting? No. In a way, well, I don't want to say I was happy, but I was a little relieved to see it was a revolver and not weapons of mass destruction being used, which frankly, I mean, even if I wasn't a Democrat, really, like, we've got to have some rules and some regulations. I mean, there is on smoking. You have to be a certain age. There is on drinking alcohol. Why can't we put more regulations in place so bad people, and not all of them are mentally ill, some of it's bad people. I do not think this is about just fixing the mentally ill. It's a lot more than that. Yeah, exactly. But apparently she had a revolver on her. Yeah. And this is was it a Catholic school? Or was it it was a Catholic school, I think. But I didn't even come up here to talk about it because I'm not surprised. There'll probably be another one next darn week. Don't be surprised. And then that one man walked in to the Adventist Day school shooting in, where was that, you guys? Was it Pennsylvania? I think it was. I think it was Pennsylvania, and shot at 2 boys. But they're surviving. I don't think either of them have passed away yet. But they were in critical condition. I don't know if they're unstable. They're like, I think one's 6, one is definitely 5. And he turned the pew pew on himself. This older man, he looks like he's in his 50s or something. Apparently, he went to that school way back in the 70s or something. But, you know, what a coward. So, and apparently this young girl at this shooting that happened this morning at like 10:50 in the morning, what I read is they don't know, well, they do now probably, but they didn't a few hours ago know if it was all in one classroom or if it was in a hallway, but a teacher was killed and a student. And, you know, there's a picture of the young girl. I mean, she looks really young. She looks 13 or 14 to me, you know? Yeah. Yeah. But people don't, you know, because what was it, 2 weeks ago or a week ago? A father ran into, or was out of the car getting his other child, and a 7-year-old shot the 2-year-old in the car by getting the car out of the glove box. Here you have a loaded gun in a glove box. I mean, it's just, I don't know. You know, I mean, he's going through insurmountable pain, but that's not the point. Anyway, and killed his 2-year-old little brother. Yeah, I mean, it's all the time, you know, and I've said this before, when that father's son in California was just entering into a little mom and pop store type place in a non-violent area, you know, just, it's not even a big city or anything, and gets shot. He literally said, #not one more. And there's been, you guys, with all the school shootings and the, you know, Uvalde and all of that, those kids, there's been, I want to say thousands. And that's probably not a stretch, because the one in California with that young guy in his young 20s or something, that was late 90s, I think. Just a minute, I gotta ask him to close this door. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. All right. So, hi, Sassy Butt 16. Hello. Thanks, everyone, for being here. I said hi to you, Sierra, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, you were in here. I don't know if you're in here anymore. It's nice to be able to go live. I'm sitting right here and my fingertips are freezing. And when I brought the Christmas card with some peeps down to my neighbor, because they're just addicted to those peeps, she said I'll probably have arthritis in it. This is where it'll start in my hands. And I said, yeah. My hair's getting longer. Oh, thanks, Sassy Butt. That's nice. You know, we're our own worst critic. You know what I mean? We're just kind of like, I think anyway, each of us. I bought myself this red shirt. It's it's called Dip. Do you guys have Dip clothes down where you live? We're talking $40 shirts for 16. It's got a nice loop or hoop neck, and it's just cotton. They're well made. Yeah, we really are. Do you guys have that Dip clothing down south and other places? It's to cater towards the college kids. Isn't that nice? There's Dip socks, Dip. There might be underwear, I'm not sure, for men, but there's definitely socks and pants and shirts. I assume I like in Washington. Yeah, I'm in Washington State, and I'm not really a Washingtonian. I mean, I sort of dress in layers, and I'm very used to the rain, and I don't mind the rain. I don't even mind riding my bike in the rain, and now that I have my contacts, I don't have glasses on that are getting covered with rain. I bought myself a basket for the black bike that I ride. It's kind of like a mountain bike, but not really. It's a Canon. It's my daughter's, actually, and I'm using that one because it's lighter to carry up the stairs. The darn basket that cost me $30 I couldn't for the life of me get it on the front. So I even took off an old reflector thing that was on there. The nail was like rusty. I took that out. It still didn't work. And then my light that I had attached to the front, so, in case I ever need a light in front, because I have one that flashes in back, broke. But it works. It just broke off. So now I got stupid duct tape over it, but at least I have a light. What's starting in my 60s? You're lucky it's starting in your 60s. What is that? I'm so confused when I don't hear like all of it. Starting in my 60s. What is starting? Being your own worst critic? No, I've been my own worst critic my whole life. Yeah. Oh, you haven't heard of the Dip? Yeah, it's DIP. It's green lettering on. I mean, it's just really nice to be able to get a shirt for $16 instead of $35. And they're well made. Everything's well made. Nice shorts, pants. Anyway, yeah. So, yesterday they wouldn't even send me a taxi because once I bought all the shitload of litter I needed and big bag of cat food and a couple more little fuzzy sweater things. They're real colorful and they zip up and they look like Sherpa material, but they're not. You'd almost be too hot in that. And they have pockets and different colors. Anyway, that and food. She wouldn't send me a taxi, but I stayed calm and I called my neighbor and I said, I'll give you a 20. Normally I used to give them a 10, but we had a falling out about the price. And so he's going to give me rides again, this neighbor, and it's my neighbor's girlfriend's boyfriend, and he's 40 and the girl is 30 something, his girlfriend, and then my friend is 71. They're the ones I brought the peeps to and the card. We always exchange cards. Inflation, yeah. Oh, the arthritis. Yeah, well, I'm not experiencing arthritis yet, but boy, because I can't bend the dang thing. And then when it gets cold, I had 2 pairs of gloves on. The gloves that Team Rose gave me, those nice flannel ones that are nice and snug and really soft. They almost feel like cashmere. I had those on with like snow gloves or ski gloves even over. Okay, because the wind and you're on your bike, and my finger wasn't freezing to where it was like the burning kind of cold feeling, but it was cold anyway. And I had 2 pairs of gloves on. I'd hate to think if I didn't. And I had a hat. I have a beanie hat and then my helmet. Yeah. Girlfriend's boyfriend sounds like some Sierra shiz. Don't say it, PCT. She'll want them back. Oh, no, we've talked about it. And in fact, when she brought up the gift thing or whatever, I wrote again, thank you again. And I named the little turtle key ring Flan and whatever, I don't name key rings anything, but it was a turtle. And that's when I was all into the turtle stuff. And she sent me those nice black dancing shoes, and if I ever go out dancing, but I mean, I don't go out anymore. I don't drink. I mean, I could have a soda and go out, I guess, but I don't even know of dancing places here except like bars. Anyway, I thanked her again and I told her I've been wearing the gloves, and that my daughter she wanted the dark blue ones, so I let her have those. And I've got the maroon and the gray and the black for us all to share, or for her and I to share. Anyway, she hearted my comment, you guys. So that's nice. Maybe, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, these are like real dancing sort of stiletto-y black. I opened them on her channel. I wasn't able to maneuver the strap right around the ankle. We thought maybe something was broken. I don't know, but I still have them and all that. So yeah, I definitely appreciate. The one thing I was like really hoping for before I got my, well, not before, but I knew I wouldn't get my trust fund till October. And it was August. And she was telling me about the shirt, and she asked me what size, and I said, I think a medium. And then she said, you probably a small. And she said, oh, don't worry, I'll just send you one, ahead of time. And I said, wow, thanks. So, yeah, so it depends on the timeline. Just look it up, Google or you. What, to find a dancing place? I really just, I go to the store. I used to have some lady friends that I was closer to here, but one moved, and the other one, I brought a card over, and I didn't even knock, you guys. Usually I always do, but I was in my flannel nightgown right there on the wall, the long one that my mom sent me, and my boots. And I wasn't even very cold because it's such thick, nice flannel. But anyway, I put the card under her door. Never done that. I don't think she was home. There was some garbage outside of it. She's never been married. She's fairly religious. She's the kind of person that believes you need to be equally yoked, almost to even date, or, well, to marry. But I don't know. Her beliefs are a little different than mine. But I mean, I have her on Messenger and stuff, and won't say her first name, but she's a little bit younger than me, and you lose touch. People just, but we used to be pretty close. She knows I'm busy with the cats and the kittens and everything. I've got all my, it might not look like a lot, but I've got my Christmas stuff in all those bags down there, and the brown bag is halfway full of stocking stuffers. Yeah, just kids like that candy and everything. Parker says he wants to go on a diet on the 1st when all these holidays are over. And I mean, we can try. I bought the keto stuff for him before. And, you have to you can't be going into the kitchen, even opening the fridge and looking at food if you're not going to eat it. You know what I mean? So, okay, so thanks everyone for being here. Hi, Cat Swan. I used to love to dance until I had both knee joints replaced. Yikes. Yeah, it's, I wonder if my friend Terry's going to have to go through that. She wants to come up for New Year's Eve. She's the one I met here in 1991 that dated my ex when I was living in Vermont and he was here in Washington. They went out for 2 years. And she's a redhead. I don't look like it in this light, but it's really, really red lately. And she's very detailed like me and kind of talks slow like me. And we both eat kind of slow. We don't just shovel our food down, We just have these similar things. And I was afraid because, see, he wanted me back. So he flew me there. And I was like, well, what about Terry? Don't worry about her, this and that and the other thing. She was upset and things, but not at me. And she didn't freak out on him either. But she didn't just let go like that either. She was saying some things and everything. And we became best friends, and we still are, you guys. So it's 1991. So she wants to come over on New Year's Eve, and I brought her up because she has really bad knees. Because for years she knelt on a ladder and painted windows with the Mickey Mouse caricatures and that kind of thing, and not anyone's windows, business windows, like broken glass shop stores, or I can't even remember the name of it, but every year. And she would get paid, of course, but she's very, very, has bad knees. We're talking, I'm going to have to take one arm and help her get up the steps. And there's 3 flights. So it's been, the last time she attempted it was before the C disease was out there. So it's kind of a big deal. So I'm going to make meatloaf, I think, and some potatoes, and it's always a special time. So yeah. And she brought over, I have so much Christmas jewelry, you guys. I've got snowmen and little trees, and I was thinking of wearing the wreath, the red, white, and green, but I think I'll wear that as it gets a little closer. I'm not really a necklace girl, as you can see, and I have a ton of necklaces. No elevator there, says Mary Jane. No. And yesterday when we got our food and all those litters and everything, my son was like, well, how much do I have to carry? And I said, you'll carry up as long as it takes, along with Shaylin and I said, but I can't anymore carry 40-pound litters and stuff. I mean, I could, but I'd feel like I was going to have a heart attack. I'd literally have to sit down. But I am noticing, you guys, being on 1 propopanol for my tremors compared to 2 in just a week. Yesterday, I didn't have to lay down on the floor for a minute like last time. Even my daughter was surprised. Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? Are you really okay? I'm like, yeah, I feel pretty good. So the doctor said that stuff can make your heart race. And I was taking 2 because it said so on the bottle. So when he said I could, but it said as needed, but I figure, well, my tremors really, they're pretty bad. I need 2 every day. So I was popping 2 at once for over a year. Yes, Cat Swan. That's so weird. They have lightweight litter. I got one of those. And I never used to get Tidy Cat because I always had to have the kind that would ball up and everything. But Tidy Cat now, for probably a few years, and it's half the price compared to $14 for Arm & Hammer. It's $8 here anyway. So yeah, I had to buy 4 litters, and then I got another one to add more scent. And well, hi, according to Leanie. I'm assuming that's you. You never know. Here, I'll hit on it and see what it says. Okay, that says that. I have to hit on the 3 dots to see if you have a. Why don't I have that on here? It just says star comment, delete comment, put user in timeout, ban user and delete their comments. I'm just going to assume it's you. But you don't usually write like that. You don't put hearts, do you? Are you a heart person? It's me, Hooch. Okay, it's definitely you. Yeah, it clumps, and yeah, it's the way to go. And, I told you guys I was getting a hold of Chewy.com. I did. It was $71, but I got a huge bag. It was so heavy. It felt heavier than 15 pounds. And it's very lightweight morsels, whatever you want to call them. And already in 1 week, because Panda started she gets half a cup of that and half a can of meat in 24 hours. That's it. I don't let her have any more. And what's weird is there's even a little left over, like in the evening or something. And if I'm up and about, she can have it. But now Ginger, the daddy kitty, okay, she was up to 17 pounds. That's way too much for a cat. You're not even supposed to be over at adult age, 9 or 10. That's what the cat clinic said. Ginger, we put him on the scale. It was a little harder. He didn't want to stand still, but finally he did with all 4 paws. He's 14 pounds. That's pretty darn big. So he's on the same diet, and started him on it yesterday because I distinctly know they're just going to tell me he has to be on one anyway. Yeah, Chewy.com. I'll tell you what, I had to get the perfect weight, right? Science diet, perfect weight. And there's so many, right? And then finally, I saw the words perfect weight, and I was like, okay, this is what I need. Whoa, getting windy out. Are you walking your dog right now, Mary Jane? Yeah, and so, I'm subscribed to Lionel, and he made me a mod, and which is really nice. But I haven't gotten over there in I think all week. And somebody, because when I was watching back the live, he's like, oh, hi, PCT, if that's you. And it wasn't. I didn't catch that live. The one where he's bathing basically in his pool, cleaning himself off using soap and everything. I didn't know he didn't have running water. But I mean, he's managing fine with the pool water, and he's shared his water with neighbors, and that's really nice. So I watched that live today. He had made it 11 hours previous, and it's just so warm looking there, right? Not hot, just kind of a breeze, and the sun's out, and it's just so different from here. I mean, the cold, windy rain, you guys, to me is colder than a nice snowfall with sun on top of the snow. I really want it to snow. Oh, yeah, Mary Jane. Yeah, that's the one with the is she 14? I think someone said she was 14, I thought. She looks like she's 13. Her hair's to here. She just looks like, yeah. Thanks so much for coming in, you guys. Will you all hit the like for me? Yeah. So, it was honestly having that break, which I took for 8 days because I didn't want them to start counting day one on a different day. So I was like, I'm not even going to cut it close to the 7 days, because if I had made a mistake on how many days, you guys, then you get another strike or something for 14 days. And then the third strike is 90 days. The good thing is this strike will be removed in 3 months, 90 days if I don't screw up. I don't plan on it. So, then I won't have a strike. Yeah, no sleep schedule whatsoever. But not going live, you guys, I've been able to venture into Leanies and sometimes stay longer and sometimes not. If I need to get to bed because I have to get up for an appointment or ride my bike that next day, I go to bed, whether I'm tired or not. Before I did all the shopping and everything yesterday, I went to bed at 10. And I fell asleep pretty shortly after that. I was surprised. But anyway, back to Lionel's live. He even put Leanie's name in there, actually. Something Lionel, according to Leanie, loves it or something. I'm assuming that was really you, Leanie. But we all need support, and Moonlight Soul Path, but now it might be a different name. I don't know if she's still in here. Moonlight Soul Path is her channel. And, she's trying to bring awareness, you guys, to SUICIDE. Maybe if I spell it, I'll be okay. Because as she allowed me to say on here before, messaged me, her son took his life 8 years ago. And I can't imagine. But I've said this before. You can't mentally prepare yourself, and that's why I don't like getting snappy with him, when he knocks, but it's like he can hear me talking. I'm talking plenty loud. If my son ever does it, hopefully I won't be around or whatever, but I won't be surprised, because he just asked me earlier today if I would hit a button on his controller for him because of his OCD, because his OCD is telling him if he doesn't do it a certain way, something's going to happen, and then you have anxiety. OCD is a disease of doubt. You doubt everything and everybody. You need constant reassurance. Yeah. At least I don't get all he's pretty happy now. He's got some nice things, and he does his gaming not alone. He's got some friends, and but I had to tell him last night. He was telling this guy that, yeah, he's known him off and on now for about a year, but he doesn't know him at all. He's telling him about the new chair he got and the new this and the new that. And I said, well, hi, Dillhole. Hello. PCT with the, is that a fish? or a whale mouth, or I love those little emojis down there. And I said, you know, you could share a couple of things, but I know he was going to go on and on about the new headset he got and the blah, blah, you know what I mean? And then people think you're rich, or how come you have all that money? And they might groom you or befriend you to try to meet you to rob you. Like you just don't know anymore, you know? Okay, so what's going on with these drones? That was in my title. I was feeling a little frightened. I was, even though supposedly there haven't been any hovering over Washington state. There was a sighting or a few sightings in California 2 days ago. So when people say they're coming up out of the water, I'm believing it, some of them, because you notice it's all along the coast, right? It's not in the Midwest yet or whatever. And this guy was talking, I've been watching different channels on it, right? One man said there are drones out there that can go really, really deep into the ocean, be just fine, and come out, fly around. Yes, I saw that just last night, and I was like, oh, and I hit on it, and I, not scrolled, but moved the thing back, and there was nothing then, but they're waiting, yeah, for him to come out. Did you guys hear that they arrested 2 men that had 2 drones? Okay, each had a drone over the Logan Airport in Massachusetts. And honestly, like, I was happy to hear that. They were in a restricted airspace place and they got arrested. Now, what if, this is what I was thinking. Oh, that's funny. You're waiting for the mothership to arrive, says Sunshine. Yeah. What if, okay, I don't know their nationality. Let's just say they're Iranian. Okay, just to say it. What if there's ties between all these other people with those 2 people that were arrested? Because the fact they had them over the airport is what other drones were doing. We might be getting some more answers. I don't know. And look, I'm not putting Iranian people down. Okay, maybe they're Japanese or Chinese or Russian or even American. I don't know. I shouldn't even have put that out there. But we got to be able to connect the dots eventually. I think it's really, I thought it was funny. Did you guys think this was funny? Kind of. When the governor and the mayors of different towns in New Jersey were saying, we want answers. We're not the wild, wild west of drones or whatever they said. I thought it was funny. Yeah. And, oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Oh, you guys are so funny. Shoot, I smoked that stuff like I was getting stoned a lot in my 20s, but I know now I didn't really like it. It was different stuff. It was sort of out of peer pressure, and my boyfriend, who was a little older than me, was in a band. His name is Eric. I better not say his last name. I've already said it in the past. He was a real stoner. Oh my God. Oh, what? These big drones started in the UK. Now, this is the other thing. I thought it was just the past few days when I first heard about it. Now, the past week, right, with these drone sightings. New Jersey said this has been going on for a couple of weeks. I mean, wouldn't it be pretty upsetting, you guys, to have a big drone the size of a car or whatever above this apartment complex every day? And that's what that one mother said. You know, she's kids and stuff, and she looks up and there's a drone. And some of these drones are 200 feet up off from the ground. That's not even thousands. I mean, teenager. Me too, sunshine. Yeah. And I was born in 62, so in 72 I was 10. Yeah. I mean, people are upset. They want answers, and they feel like the government, okay, they won't say what they are, but they're saying they're not harmful. And now people are bringing aliens into it, you know, and I just don't think it's that, you guys. I don't. Not with all the, and some people do. I mean, there's, you know, some people kind of really do think that, or that it could be, maybe not probable, but possible. But I don't. I mean, we've got wars going on over there and conflict and, you know, Trump instantly doing tariffs in Canada, and they're not happy, and people aren't happy. And now, but this is what made it frightening, is somebody on not Fox News, it's called Fox Live or whatever, and they have cameras they're from Arizona. It's channel 13. And I mean, it's not going to happen. I shouldn't even say this, but he said, you know, chemicals can be dropped from drones, and you know, I mean, I don't know. It's just too weird. And now it's, you know, in the Pacific Northwest, I guess. I haven't seen it, thank God, and I really don't want to. I must be a tad paranoid because an airplane was flying over, and it very well could have been a helicopter. It probably was. I didn't look. And the hospital's just a mile over that way, so the medic helicopter flies. And my brain was just sort of triggered for like, uh-oh, what is that? Knowing it was like a helicopter. It's just silly. So, oh, you were born in 72, Dillhole says. When it hit the news, everybody that owns a drone dug them out of their garage and joined in. Well, they don't know for sure. There is that possibility. I heard that. Well, these are copycats and people just joining in, but these are huge drones, and apparently they're hovering silently and then they just disappear, you know? Yeah, 90s were fun. Aliens, raise your hand if you haven't been probed in years. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, he does. He's the one that said, we're not the wild, wild west of drones, or whatever he said. You think so? Or, yeah. And then, who was it that said it earlier? It was a news channel, a local one somewhere. It wasn't like CNN or anything, I don't believe. And this man said possibly it could be our government looking for warheads from the Ukraine-Russian war. But then he made it sound like in the past, but yet it's still going on recently. But then he said they'd have to be radioactive or something for them to detect them. I don't know. Like, there's all these kind of different theories. Oh gosh. So okay, so it's been a weird live. Like, the first half was just ridiculous. If I turn the heat on, you guys aren't barely going to be able to hear me, and I'm freezing. And I need to eat something, but is there any more information on this young gal? I mean, this is a thing. It is deplorable, you know, that a teacher's killed and another student, but I feel bad for her too. What would drive someone to do that? I mean, yes, maybe she has some mental illness, but maybe there's a lot more. A lot of these school shootings, you can check it out, clear back at Columbine. Bullying is involved. Trump says something strange is going on. He said in some kind of post, we're gonna shoot the drones down. I swear I saw it last night. You're here for comic relief. So I'm gonna watch a little news tonight. My daughter found the channel Bondi Rescue. Who's seen that show? Put a 1 in chat. Ow, my nail is. Put a 1 in chat if you've seen Bondi Rescue. Bondi. Yeah, blast them if they're the enemy. It's at the, Bondi Beach in Australia. These lifeguards, they're really good and they have to train. I like watching the obstacle course races and I watched 2 seasons of it last night, and they go through so much, everything from literal seconds away from drownings to snatching these people up out of the riff, or is it called riff? No, the rip currents, to just big cuts, deep cuts, lacerations. They have to pull the alarm when there's a shark scare. When people don't listen to them and get out of the water in the areas that aren't safe, and there's 40,000 people there every summer. It's insane. And then Australia had their heat wave this past summer. So it's worse. They pulled a shark alarm thing, and it's like, oh, like it sounds like a tornado. And all the people come out of the water. But the backpackers that go there, the tourists, there were 6 backpacks stolen in one day. And they have cameras and their binoculars. So it's interesting. A baby got abducted, and the woman said she was just trying to carry it across the hot sand. Yeah. Another guy literally got in a fist fight with someone in the water because their board hit them. There's so many people in the water. There's fist fights, broken noses. One girl had a broken nose yesterday. Felt sorry for her. She looked like she was like 15. And so everything under the sun, right? bites on the feet, getting bit by fish, slipping, falling, people getting lost. The beach is so big. You know, people get lost. Mothers are like, I can't find my 6-year-old. And she wandered over to get some ice cream. And I'm sitting there and getting mad at the TV going, keep an eye on your kids. You know what I mean? Like an adult should be in the water with a young child. And they're not, you guys. These 6 and 9-year-olds, 5-year-olds are on little wakeboards, I guess you can rent, out in these waves, and they get sucked out. It's really, really a good show. Oh, you were bawling at the end, Mary Jane. I don't like movies like that. I have to be, because I probably wouldn't even swim in a lake again if I saw like a scary shark movie. I'm pretty fussy about movies, and watching 2-hour movies makes me really tired. Like just, I'm tired, you know? Did they have clothes on when they came out of the water? Are you asking me, Sunshine? And that was interesting too. There's actually, I mean, it's not a nudist beach, but there are women that don't want to have their tops on, and that's fine. But this one young kind of Asian guy was taking pictures of them, and they were like, stop it. And so the lifeguard had to pull his whole card out of the camera. He's like, no, oh no, too many. Oh no, you can't be doing this. Dangly parts. Yes, you're asking me. No, but they showed people like to dress up in costumes, and on Christmas time, the lifeguards are all Santas, and they're out there on their jet ski, and they're rescuing people with the hats on, and every year they have to do a obstacle course thing. And the oldest one, 13 years ago, when this, I don't know if it first started filming, but it was the episode I saw, the lifeguard was 62. And all the lifeguards have 5 minutes to come in after the very first lifeguard comes in. And this is after running out, getting on the board, paddling around, and then running on the hot beach, going back out in the water, doing something, coming in again. And he did it in the nick of time so he could stay being a lifeguard. And then you've got all these kind of young guys they're called lifeguard trainees. It's just really, really interesting. One woman yesterday, speaking of naked, it blurred on her bottom and on her chest, but she was heading into town, right, which is right next to the beach, butt naked. And that's dangerous for her. So one of the lifeguards was running after her with a towel. And he threw the towel at her, and she grabbed it and went into a building. Now, I thought maybe it was her apartment complex, but she was acting scared and running and whatever. So he called the police, and they found her in a clothing store. And apparently all they said was got her the help she needed. But she was built, tall, real pretty woman. Man. Another guy they tackled down because on camera, when they looked back at the footage, they saw this man lean down in the area where this camera went missing in this backpack. And it was on him, but he kept saying he didn't know English very well. So they have the language barriers that they have to deal with all the time. So getting people from, Korea, Japan, Brazil, just different places, Germany, they're like, you have to swim, stay in between the flags. And they're yelling and they're being ignored, because people don't understand. Yeah. I wish they hadn't got me on the news doing that. What did you do on the news, Leanie? On the news. Were you naked on the news? What? We were just talking about naked. I doubt you were naked on the news. Oh, are you being facetious? Okay, you're being facetious saying that was you. Okay. The lady had long, dark brown hair, but that is funny. Now, see, in this texting stuff, not texting, in this chat stuff, you don't even like, if you don't hear it all from the beginning, you don't even know what's going on. All right, I'm going to go. It's been an hour and 56 minutes, and the first 30 minutes is just redonkulous. I don't know. I could write in my title, sorry for the technical difficulties the first half hour, but screw it. Then people probably won't even watch it. But yeah, hit the like if you don't mind. Please subscribe to me if you're willing to. Sub up to all these wonderful people in my chat. And I'll see you next time. And please sub up to Demetrius. He is 87. What's it called? The DC Carter channel. I think he's changed it again. I've been over there a few times. Mary Jane goes over there. He talked about feelings today. I went up on panel, maybe 15 minutes. And then I was there. I wasn't there for his chit chat. I wasn't there for his coloring one. But then the very first one I think it was music night. I can leave a timestamp in the comments. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want to. I don't want, oh, I see in the comments, not the chat comments. I'd rather you not. I'd rather people just find out on their own, and then maybe if that's all right with you, Mary Jane, and then maybe people will just like the music at least. It's all Akash Gandhi, all that stuff that I downloaded there. Some very slow, some in the middle, and some a little bit upbeat. Thank you, hon, though. Thank you. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Tough crowd. I've never stripped. Well, yeah. I've only skinny dipped once, but I was down to my underwear. And that was in my 20s in Vermont. Yeah. Yeah. I can't imagine doing something like that in a hot tub and being in such close vicinity with people like I've seen on like Jersey Shore and stuff before. But I suppose if you're drinking and feeling all happy-go-lucky, you only skinny dipped at night. Yeah, it was nighttime for me too. Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming here. I'm 30 seconds away for 2 hours. Love you. If you have anything to give to someone that has less, please do so. Simple card, simple smile, an extra candy cane to a child that might be on the. Well, that's the thing. I'm retracting that. I was going to buy a whole bunch of those little tiny candy canes for the kids out here. But what am I teaching them? They don't know me. Even though I'm nice and I've lived here for years and I point to my apartment, I'm teaching them to trust strangers when they're given something to eat even. And we have like fentanyl, no, I shouldn't say that, the F problem out there and all kinds of other pill problems, right? Stuff that looks like candy. So I didn't buy them. Yeah. I mean, I've given things before. I've given a bottle of water when, a teenager this past summer asked, and I used to give out popsicles and stuff, but like there's so much nefarious crap going on that I don't really feel like I should be doing that. Snickers for everyone. Yum, yum. All right, you guys. See you next time. Thanks for being here and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. Bye for now. End stream. Thanks, you guys.